Yes, Madam. Kujantam Ramarami, Divanaksharam, Harikam, Shaka, Devalmi, Anjane, Madhipadavanam, Panchana, Marichalam, Bhavyam, Pavaman, Mandalam, Tritra, Raghunatha, Kirtanam, Rattatatra, Tagadilim, Bhashpavari, Paripurnam, Bharatinam, Prasantaka, Manujoma, Mutam, Rishtamata, Manarium, Shinam, Shasar, Vedaved Devare, Mujatatma, Veda Prajit, Zada, Sītā, Ramayana, Ramayana, Bhadraya, Ramandraya, Vedasiramanataya, Nataya, Sītaya, Padhe Namaha. Vaidehi Sagitam Saradurmadale, Mahamandave, Madhya, Pushpakamasane, Manimaya, Virasane, Susitam, Agrevajayari, Parmanjana, Sudheta, Tumani, Param Yakyantam, Bharatadi, Parivitam, Ramam, Vaje, Shyamanam, Vame, Vimsita, Sharma, Sumitra, Sutaha, Shatrughna, Vartascha, Bashadale, Hoai, Kone, Sugrīva, Vishana, Shaivarat, Tārā, Sato, Jambavan, Madhye, Dīla Saroja, Komala, Ruchim, Ramam, Bhaje, Shyamanam. Janaki, Kanta, Smaranam,
Rama Ram,
Anjaneya Swami ki. Sugrīva sends Tārā to meet with Lakṣmaṇa with the request that she talks to him in such a way that he calms down. Thereafter, Sugrīva says, I will come and see him. I am afraid to seek him right now. When Tārā comes there, Mother Vihvalakshi, her eyes reddened with the drinking. She comes there in an intoxicated state. Anna, she is still clear. Now she comes and stands in front of Lakṣmaṇa with her head bowed down, very bashfully. For Lakṣmaṇa, no. Satam samikshaiva harishapantim tastā udāsīnataya mahatma avangmuko bhūn manujendra putraha Stri Sannikarshad Vinivritta Kopaha. The character of Lakṣmaṇa once again comes to the fore. As soon as he saw Tārā come there, immediately he bowed down his head, looked at the floor instead of looking at her. ஒரு ஸ்திரீ அப்படிங்கிறதுனால, because she is another woman அப்படிங்கிறதுனால, immediately self-control kicks in. Lakṣmaṇa bows his head down, looks at the ground, does not look at her, and instead controls his anger, restrains his anger, vinivritta kopaha. Because it is not advisable to show anger in front of a woman. He immediately restrains his anger. And instead of facing directly, looking at her, he bows down, puts his head down. But looking at Lakṣmaṇa's self-control, Tārā is very happy. She is impressed. So she says, Kim kopamulam manujendra putra. O prince, what is the reason for your anger? Who has disrespected your command? Who can approach you with disrespect when you are like the burning forest fire? What has happened? In what way has any offense been rendered to you? Tārā asks Lakṣmaṇa. Lakṣmaṇa replies, your husband is engrossed in the pleasures of the world. Tārā, he does not realize that we are in grief. This kind of grief that my brother is undergoing, and as a result looking at him, the kind of grief that I am in, your husband Sugrīva has forgotten all of that. Your Lord Sugrīva has forgotten all of that. He is not attending to his duty. Instead, he is only enjoying himself. Drinking and giving himself to the pleasures of the body. The king of the monkeys has flouted the promise that he has given us. 4 months have elapsed. After having given a promise to a friend, and that too after receiving a favor from him, if he does not fulfill his words, then what kind of a creature is he? You have a strong sense of duty. Adanale, you should go karya tattvajñe. You are a knower of duty, therefore you should go and remind him of his duty. You should tell him that he should behave properly. Abdine Lakṣmaṇa tells Tārā. But Tārā Chalra, come, I will lead you to him, you can meet him there. You are standing outside here, out of your character you are standing outside there. Tadagaccha mahabhago charitram rakshitam tvaya acchalam mitra bhavena satam dharavalokanam. Tārā Chalra, hey Lakṣmaṇa, you've been standing outside here in order to safeguard your character. That is very estimable of you, but we are all here there are only wives of your friend Sugrīva. Such a pious person as you will not cause disrespect to us if you came inside and saw us. Adanal, please proceed inside where Sugrīva is waiting. You are accusing Sugrīva that he is under the grip of desire, kama. But let me, in my own humble way, remind you that just as he may be under the grip of kama, you are under the grip of krodha. And when you are under the influence of anger, you also do not realize what you are doing. Now you are blaming him for not realizing what he is doing. It is not that Sugrīva has been idle, but come inside, we will talk about all of that. Give up your anger, please come in. When Tārā invites him, Lakṣmaṇa is of two minds. He doesn't really want to go inside Antapuram. Irundhalum, work is important. Ramakaryam is more important. Adanale, thinking about it, he enters into the inner chambers of Sugrīva. Anga Parthal, somehow he has been slightly mollified by Tāra's words. But then when he enters in, what does he see? Abdina, in the Madaya Paya, Mutta Paya, Mandirgane, Lakṣmaṇa has come. Abdina, should we not put up some appearances? Abdina, what is Sugrīva doing? Abdin Patal. Tada Sugrīva Masinam Kanchane Paramasane Maharghas Tarano Pete Tadarshaditya Sannibham Divya Vanachitrangam Divya Rupam Yashasvinam Divya Malyam Baradaram Mahendram Durjayam Divya Paranamala Bihi Pramada Bihi Samavritam Samrabda Daras Raktaksho Babhuvan Takasannipakarumam Tuvira Parirabhya Gadam Varasanasto Varahema Varnaha Dadarsha Sauvitrim Adhina Sattvam Vishalanetra Suvishalanetram. Again there, Lakṣmaṇa walks in. Parthal, what does he see? Abdina? There is a big golden throne, and sitting upon that golden throne, wearing divine clothes and divine ornaments and divine garlands, is Sugrīva, eyes reddened in intoxication, surrounded by women that are also equally well dressed, well attired in luxurious clothes. He is sitting with Ruma by his side, embracing her, holding her with one hand. He is sitting like this. The Bhavat Dhanona immediately Lakṣmaṇa flared. Idan Korangan Riyadalaya Manduna. Maybe he was doing all of this all this time, but now that he knows Lakṣmaṇa is here and Lakṣmaṇa is angry, at least the least he could have done is, hey girl, all of you go inside, go inside. At least you would have been at least making an effort to sit separately. He did not even realize, know how to do it. Lakṣmaṇa became so angry on looking at this. Tam apratikatahu kruddam pravishtam purusharshabam Sugrīvo Lakṣmaṇam drishtva babūva vyaditendriyaha. Apadan Sugrīva is able to look at Lakṣmaṇa. Lakṣmaṇa is like a volcano. Jwalamukhi madhir karva. Immediately looking at the anger of Lakṣmaṇa, that is when good sense prevails upon Sugrīva. He jumps up from his seat. He jumps up from that seat looking at the anger of Lakṣmaṇa. All the women also run away. They all go back. Again, the Sugrīva is trembling, but Lakṣmaṇa looks at him and says, Sattva bijara sampanna sanukrosho jitendriyaha kritagnya satyavadi cha raja loke mahiyate. Only a king who is born in a good family, who is compassionate, who is self-controlled, who is grateful and truthful can excel in this world. And that a king who makes a false promise and behaves in a malicious way and treads upon the unrighteous path of not helping those who have helped him, what good can come out of such a king? If a man tells a lie about a horse, then he incurs the sin of killing 100 horses. If a man tells a lie about a cow, then he incurs the sin of killing 100 cows. Atmanam swajanam hanti purushaha purushanrute. And if a man tells a lie about another man, it is equal to killing himself and his own people. Having promised another person, if you do not fulfill that promise, it is like killing your own family and yourself. Plavageshwara, oh monkey king, you accomplished your task by seeking the help of Rama. By becoming his friend, you got your tasks accomplished, and then you do not return the help. How ungrateful can you be? Such ingratitude is punishable by death. And that rule applies to all beings. Kritagnyas sarvabhutanam savadhyah plavageshwara. Kritagnaha, the one who is the Kritagnaha, the one who does not have gratitude, deserves to be killed. Adila Gito Yam Brahmana Shloka. There is a shloka that was once composed by a Brahmana, which is very applicable and appropriate in the situation. Yennana Brahmagne cha surape cha chore bhagnavrate tatha nishkritir vihita sadbihi kritagne nasti nishkritihi. Brahmagne, the one who has killed a Brahmana. For a person who has killed a Brahmana. Surape, for a drunkard, one who keeps drinking all the time. Chore, a thief. Bhagnavrate, one who violates a sacred vrata, a sacred vow. For all of these men, atonement or prayaschitta has been written down, given by the virtuous ones. But there is no redemption whatsoever. There is no such atonement mentioned for an ungrateful person. If you are ungrateful, there is not even a prayaschitta applicable to you. You have achieved your objective, but you are not helping Rama. Rama is illustrious and compassionate. He did not even ask you for anything. He first said he will help you. Even after that, he gave you time. He gave you 4 months' time so that you may enjoy yourself, and at least then you may do some help to him. But in spite of all of that, 4 months have gone and you have not done anything. That path by which Vali was sent to Yamaloka is still open, don't forget it. That arrow which sent Vali to Yamaloka is still present in Rama's quiver, don't forget it. Abrine, Lakṣmaṇa burst out in anger. Immediately, even then Sugrīva is afraid to speak. Tārā alone speaks. Tārā says, hey Lakṣmaṇa, you should not speak such words to the king of monkeys in this manner. He does not deserve these words, which are very harsh. You are mistaken. Sugrīva is not ungrateful. He is not deceitful. He is not crooked. He is not false. He has not forgotten the help that has been rendered to him by Rama. He knows very well it is only by Rama's grace that he was able to attain this kingdom, this fame, his wife, all of these things. Anna, you must put up with him a little bit because he is after all a monkey. He's after all a monkey. Sukha sudukkaum shayitah purvam prapyedam sukhamuttamam prapta kalam na janite vishwamitro yata munihi gritachyam kila samsakto dashavarshani Lakṣmaṇa aho amanyata dharmatma vishwamitro mahamunihi. Tārā knows that Lakṣmaṇa is related to Vishwamitra. Vishwamitra is a guru. Tārā என்ன சொல்றான்னா, after all, he's a monkey. You should not take out your anger upon him in this manner just because he has spent 4 months. Do you not know that Vishwamitra once spent 10 years in the same state without realizing, thinking it was only 1 day? He was doing tapasya, Gritachin or Apsaras came to tempt him. He fell for her and spent 10 years with her, sporting with her as though thinking it was only 1 day. Aho manyata. Oru naal nadachilvan. Adanala, he is only a monkey. He is not pretending to be a maharishi. Sugrīva never said I'm a rishi. Sugrīva is only a monkey. Abdina monkey will behave in a monkey manner only. You cannot go and apply when Mahamunis themselves, Mahamuni Edharo Chodra. Vishwamitro Mahamunihi, Vishwamitro Yathamunihi. And Mahamunis themselves can fall prey. Sahi praptam na janite kalam kalavidambaraha Vishwamitro Mahatejaha kim punarya pratakjanaha. When Vishwamitra himself could not realize it, then how can any other ordinary people like Sugrīva realize it? Adanali, you should forgive him for this. Besides not knowing the real nature of Sugrīva, you should not jump to conclusions and use such harsh words against him. Ennal Satvayukta ki purushas twadvidaga purushashava avimrishya naroshasya sagasa yanti vashyata. People like you who are sensible, who are knowledgeable, who are well learned, should not jump to conclusions without good thinking. Give up your agitation arising out of great anger. Be pleasant towards Sugrīva, because I feel that I know for a fact that if required, this Sugrīva will renounce this monkey kingdom. He will renounce all wealth, grains, treasures, even Ruma and me for the sake of Rama. Rumam kapirajyam cha dhanadanyavasuni cha Rama priyartam Sugrīvas tyaje diti matir mama. He will give up everything for the sake of Rama. I mean, Tārā cholra, and that is the truth, because Sugrīva is going to, we think Sugrīva is like this. The same Sugrīva is going to abandon everything and follow Rama along with all the other monkeys to the war. Tārā vandada, Ruma vandada. Who came along with him? Nobody came. For the sake of Rama, he was willing to give up everything. Just because a person behaves in a not so desirable way in one particular juncture or one particular moment doesn't mean that they have to be condemned forever. Prema is still there, love is still there, sacrifice is still there. The time now was that there was no hurry, then nothing could be done now. Therefore he thought, might as well enjoy myself. Once the time comes, I will give up everything and come. Such a person alone is allowed to enjoy also. Another Rama left him to enjoy. Enna. Who can enjoy? The one who can give up the enjoyment like this can enjoy. Who cannot, who should not be enjoying, who should be very careful. The fellow who gets addicted to it and cannot let go of it, better be careful. As Shri Baba says, if you can eat onion and digest it, then eat it. Yogarato va, bhogarato va, sangarato va, sangavihinaha yasya brahmani ramate chittam nandati. Acharya Bhagavad Shankara says in Bhajagovindam that whether you are attached to yoga or bhoga does not matter, whether you are attached to society or living in solitude does not matter. What is more important is that you should know how to delight in the Brahman, how to serve the Lord. Everything else does not matter. Adani mukyam. Ella vairagyam andu karsila jnanam illana enna prayojanam. Bhakti illana enna prayojanam. Illaya humility illana enna prayojanam. A person may be a brahmachari, but if the brahmacharya itself gives him ego, then what's the point of brahmacharya? He might as well give it up, no? I'm a sannyasi. If ego comes and becomes a bondage to him, he might as well get married. Yeah, Bhagavan would always say, Ramana Bhagavan would always say, whenever people say, should I become a sannyasi? Bhagavan would say, what for? You will simply exchange the notion, I am a grahastha, with I am a sannyasi. In what way will it save you? Your identity will not go wrong. Anirapa will not happen. The loss of the individuality will not happen. You will simply replace one individuality with another, one identity with another. In what way will it help? Rama Karyartham, Anna. When children Rama Priyartham, Ramasya Priyartham, for the sake of Rama, Sugrīva will give up everything and anything. I know this. Matir Mama, I know this for a fact. He will give us all up. He is enjoying this now because it is not a obstacle to Ramaseva. If it should become an obstacle to Ramaseva, he will give it up. Since it is not an obstacle, he is enjoying it. Killing Ravana in that war, Sugrīva will definitely restore Janaki and bring her to the side of Rama. There is no doubt about it. And children, the number of Rakshasas that are present in Ravana's kingdom is 100,000 crore, 3,99,600. Avada Rakshasas Adipati Avan. Shatakoti Sahasrani Lankayam Kila Rakshasaha Ayutani Cha Shat Trimshat Sahasrani Shatani Cha. Census ettu cholra. As though Tārā has conducted a census of Lanka population, she says there are 100,000 crore, 3,99,600 Rakshasas that are present under Ravana's command. So it is not possible to go and suddenly get Sītā without taking care of all of these Rakshasas under his command. Adukku we need a mighty army. Sugrīva has not been sitting quietly. He has been gathering the monkey army all this time. People have been spread out everywhere. All of them have to come. It is the rainy season. Even monkeys cannot travel easily during the rainy season. Already the messages have gone out. Already the monkeys have assembled. If you think, if you are wondering, how do I know so much detail? All of this I have heard Vali speak about. Vali knew all of these details. He has told me, he has shared all these details with me. That is how I know the details of how many Rakshasas are there under Ravana. Adanale several monkey chiefs are Haripungavaha, monkey chieftains and leaders have all assembled there with their own troops. Mighty Vanaras are still coming. Not everybody has arrived. We are still awaiting the arrival of several such monkeys. That is why Sugrīva cannot begin the searching process. Once all of them have assembled, he will definitely do it. Already the message has gone. Millions and millions of bears, hundreds of millions of monkeys, all of them have arrived, are arriving, or they are on their way. Adanale, please do not accuse us of not having done anything. You must give up your anger in this. That is unjustified in every way. Appadinu Tārā informs Lakṣmaṇa. Ikellathukum moola karanam yarunna Hanuman da. Who is responsible for saving Sugrīva's head and honor today? Hanuman, because when he was still caught up in all of that, Hanuman came, shook him awake from his stupor and said, "You stupid monkey, get some action underway. Start doing something. Don't wait for them to ask what has happened. Before that, you start. At least you can give them a progress report later on. Update kudukalame. Now only rains have stopped. I am going to send emails now." Already work is in progress. Work in progress. Oh, it's happening. It's almost done. Monkeys are arriving. They've almost all of them have arrived. A little bit more is left. In the Madri, when Tārā tells Lakṣmaṇa, Lakṣmaṇa comes down. Now only Sugrīva finds a voice. After knowing that Lakṣmaṇa has calmed down with all this information provided to him, Sugrīva starts to speak. Pranashta Shrischa Kirtischa Kapirajyam Cha Shashvatam Rama Prasadat Saumitre Punapraptamidam Maya. All that which was lost to me has been attained by me purely by Rama's grace. Is it possible for me to forget that grace? Is it possible for me to adequately repay that grace in any way? Rama hardly needs my assistance, really speaking. Yenna Sahayamatrena maya Raghava Svena Tejasa Sītāṃ Prāpsati Dharmatma Vadishyati Cha Ravanam. Sahayamatrena, he merely needs a token of my help, otherwise Svera Tejasa, by his own radiance, he will kill Ravana and acquire Sītā. Sahaya Krityam Kim Tasya Yena Sapta Mahadrumaga Shailascha Vasudha Chaiva Banenaikena Daritaga. With one arrow, he was able to bring down 7 Shala trees. He was able to break through the earth, surface of the earth itself with that arrow which after piercing 7 trees did not lose momentum, pierced the earth also and came out. What assistance does he need? Whose help does he need? The twang of his bow itself is capable of shaking the earth and mountains. Whose assistance does he need? I will merely be joining along with him as he leads his army to go and kill Ravana. Hey Lakṣmaṇa, yadi kinchid atikrantam vishwasat pranayena va preshyasya kshamitavyam me nakaschin aparadhyati. Nakaschin aparadhyati. Sugrīva's words, Nadik Aparma Sītā is going to use the same words. Nakaschin aparadhyati. Sugrīva says, if by some omission or commission, some inadvertence, I may have committed a mistake, you ought to forgive me, you ought to put up with me. Just as a master puts up with the errors of his servant, like that you should bear with me. After all, in this world, who is flawless? Na kaschin aparadhyati. Abhinna, there is nobody in this earth who is free from faults. Ellarku edo or fault irukku. Ellarku or fault. Everybody has some fault or the other. Manusha matrathukku edo or fault irukku. Adanala we should put up with all of that. Adanala please forgive me. Abhinna, very humbly, in a very friendly manner, when Sugrīva said these words to Lakṣmaṇa, Lakṣmaṇa was pacified. Lakṣmaṇa was happy and he said, Sarvatahi mama brata sanatho vanareshvara tvayanāthena Sugrīva prashiritena visheshataha. When you are so well disposed towards my brother, Sri Rama, he will always remain as your guardian, as your support. Jamatadani, yaste prabhava Sugrīva yachate shausham ajjava arhastvam kabirajyasya shriyam bhoktum anuttaman. You are not only powerful, but you are very straightforward by nature. You are guileless, you are humble, you are noble. Adanala, you certainly deserve this kingdom. By all means, you deserve it. He is very happy and children, now since you have spoken in such a beautiful way, why don't you all come along with me and meet Rama? You ought to meet him. Yana, I want you to come with me. Kimtu shigramito vira nishkramatvam maya saha. Your friend is aggrieved. Your friend is in great grief at this time. Should it not be your duty to come and assure him, reassure him? He is downhearted in his anguish. I want you to come and give him confidence. You come along with me. Then Lakṣmaṇa asks Sugrīva to come along immediately. Sugrīva looks at Hanuman. Hanuman is standing by. Children, hey Hanuman, send all the monkeys residing in the 5 mountains, Mahendra, Himavan, Vindhya, Kailasha, Ella, Korangala ready are clear. All the monkeys are ready. Ask all of them to come and meet me. Let all the monkeys come. Let them all come. No matter what they are doing, let them all come. Nobody should delay. I'm giving them the order. If anybody delays, then kill them. Let all the thousands and crores of monkeys that belong to us, all of them assemble in front of Rama, because I'm going to start the mission that we have promised for Rama. All the monkeys are around. They've all arrived. They're jumping up and down here and there. The moment this message like a whiplash came, immediately all the monkeys assembled there out of here. Tens of crores of monkeys. So many different monkeys from everywhere, they all came there. All of them brought their gifts from various places that they came from. These monkeys have come from although Kishkinda was in the south, Kishkinda was the capital for all the monkeys everywhere. And Chakravarti. Varana Chakravarti. All the other monkey kings are all mere subordinates of the emperor Sugrīva. He says, let all the monkeys that belong to us that are living in Mahendra Parvatam, Kailasa Parvatam, Vindhya Parvatam, Himachala Parvatam, Mandara Parvatam, Ella Varatam. Let all these monkeys that are assembling in all of these hills, let them all come. Abdi Malakorangalalla. all of them brought அவ ஊர்ல என்னென்ன விசேஷமோ எல்லாத்தையும் கொண்டு வராங்க. Whatever was to be found, especially in their areas, in their regions, they bring all of those gifts also for Rama and for Sugrīva. Coconuts எல்லாம் கொண்டு வரது சிலதெல்லாம். Some bring coconuts, some bring roots, some bring delicious fruits, medicinal herbs, fine smelling flowers. எல்லாத்தையும் கலெக்ட் பண்ணிட்டு எல்லாம் வந்து நிற்கிறது. எல்லாம் ரெடி. Sugrīva receives all the chieftains, all the gifts that have been given from them and says, come, let us go to meet Rama. அப்படின்னு சொல்லிருப்பாங்க. King இல்லையா? Sugrīva is after all the king. So the moment he steps out, immediately a huge big palanquin, golden palanquin is made ready for him to travel in. But then Sugrīva looks at the palanquin and requests Lakṣmaṇa also to get it. So Lakṣmaṇa and Sugrīva get into the palanquin. Huge monkeys carry the palanquin and proceed towards Parasharvana-giri where Rama is waiting. But the king is going அப்படிங்கிறதுனால white umbrella, the fans, drums, conches எல்லாத்தோட வெளியே வருது. மேளதாளத்தோட ஒரு procession. அங்கேருந்து போகுது. அப்படின்னு அங்கே போன உடனே ஒரு little distance from where Rama is staying, they stopped the procession. Sugrīva got down from the palanquin. Lakṣmaṇa got down. ஏன்னா ராமர் முன்னாடி இப்படி போகக்கூடாது இல்லையா? மரியாதை இருக்கணுமே. There should be respect. There should be honor இல்லையா? When the Lord is on foot, can we afford to be on wheels? அதனால இவ இறங்கி விடுறா உடனே. They get down and they walk towards where the place where Rama is. He goes like this. இருந்து வந்து பாதயோ பதிதம் மூர்தனா தம் உத்தாப்ய ஹரீஸ்வரம் பிரேம்னா ச பகுமானா ச ராகவஹ பரிஷஸ்வஜே. Again Sugrīva goes there and falls at Rama's feet. When he falls at Rama's feet, என்ன பண்ண அப்படியே தலையை குனிஞ்சிட்டு அப்படி bending his head down மூர்தனா, when he places his head on Rama's feet, immediately uttapya, Rama lifts him up. Premna, with lot of love. Bahumanascha, with a lot of regard, with a lot of great respect for him. Enna pannarna? What will Raghava do? What else can Raghava do? He knows only one thing na. Parishasvaje, give him a hug. Embrace Sugrīva. Give him a seat. Ukarpa, Sugrīva sit up. Eppadi irke? How are you? Are you ruling properly? Are you adequately allocating time for dharma, artha, kama, etc.? If you neglect dharma and artha and only pursue kama, then you will have a downfall. If you are not careful about collecting friends and eliminating enemies, then you will be facing downfall. Adhanala, are you attending to all of these carefully? Sugrīva says, Prabhu, by your grace, everything is all right. All the monkeys have arrived. Crores and crores of monkeys have arrived. Even more are arriving, more are coming. These all monkeys are all capable of fighting with the Rakshasas that are under the command of Ravana. Adhanala, we will definitely be able to win this battle, this war with Ravana. We will be able to restore Sītā Devi very quickly to yours. He gives a big description about the thousands and thousands of crores of monkeys that are there. வண்டிகள் இருக்காங்க. Big description is given of all the monkeys. Tārā, Kesari, Hanumanuடைய அப்பா கேசரி, அப்புறம் கவாக்ஷன், தூம்ர, பனச, நீல, கவய, ததிமுக, மைந்த, த்விவித, கஜா, ஜாம்பவான், ருமன்வான், கந்தமாதனா, அங்கதா, தாரா, ருமானுடைய அப்பா, பிரதர் ஆஃப் ருமாஸ் ஃபாதர், தாரான்னு ஒருத்தன், இந்திரஜானு, ரம்பா, துர்முகா, நலா, கதிமுகா, ஷரபா, குமுதா, இப்படின்னு நிறைய monkeys, எல்லா monkey leaders இவெல்லாம். These are all monkey leaders. அப்படின்னா these people have got so many other monkeys under their command. அப்போ ஒன்னொன்னு அப்படி பெரிய பெரிய குரூப்பா இருக்கு. So what does Sugrīva do? Sugrīva divides all the monkeys into 4 groups. divides them all into 4 groups. He looks at one group. The பெரிய group சொல்றார், all of you are the east monkeys, the monkeys that are going to go east. கேளுங்க, listen to all the instructions clearly, carefully. What are we looking for? We want to know where is Sītā, how is Sītā. All the details about where she is. We need to know all of these details. அதனால he calls one leader, Vinatha அப்படின பேர். He calls him, come here. Taking 1 lakh monkeys, you go in the eastern direction, where there are mountains, forests and so on. Aga go, search for Sītā. We do not know where Ravana has kept her. Ravana lives in some place called Lanka, and we do not know where this Lanka is. East or west or north or south, theriyadhu. And I have seen many places, but where Ravana lives, I do not know. Adhanal, we have got to go in all directions to search. You cannot afford to overlook any direction. So you will go east. And when you go east, you will start going to look for Sītā. Nadim, Bhagiratim, Ramyam, Sarayum, Kaushikim, Tata, Kalindim, Yamunam, Ramyam, Yamunam, Chamahagirim. Search for her by the banks of the river Bhagirathi, Sarayu, Kaushiki, Kalindi, Yamuna, Saraswati, Sindhu, Sona. Look for, go proceed on, abdi pogum Brahmamala, Videha, Malava, Kashi, Kosala, Magadha, abdingra Sangam Sala cross point pogo. Search everywhere. Angalam, there are region in Chora, there are people there who live in pits in the midst of the sea, they live in deep valleys and so on. Angala search pannugo. All those regions should be thoroughly searched. There are innumerable inhabitants that are living there. Some are cannibals. Some have ears that extend all the way up to their lips. They have dreadful metallic faces. Kirata, abringra tribes and all live there. Angalam ponum poi parungo. Naravyagra's are there. Naravyagra na tiger men. Men that look like tigers. Puli vesham ponu aadva podu. Adha forest dwellers are there. Go and find out in all of those regions. எங்க வரைக்கும் போகணும்னா யவத்வீபம்னு சொல்றோம். யவா அப்படின்னா ஜாவான்னு சொல்றோம் இல்லையா? இந்தோனேஷியா பக்கத்துல ஜாவான்னு சொல்றோமே, அந்த ஜா இஸ் ஆல்வேஸ் யா தானே. யான் ஜார் இன்டர்சேஞ்சபிள். யேஷு ஜேஷு அப்படின்னு சொல்றோம் இல்லையா? யவத்வீபம் சப்த ராஜ்யோபசோபிதம். 7 kingdoms இருக்காம அங்க. 7 islands இருக்கு போட்டுருக்காங்க யவத்வீபத்துல. அதனால go there and search there. அங்க சிஷிரா அப்படின்னு ஒரு மவுண்டன் இருக்கு. Go and search in that mountain as well. Keep searching in all of those places until you go to the roaring ocean will be there. Adu varaikum po. Anga silk cotton trees will be found. Go and search in all of those places. Oru edamun solran. He gives all kinds of places there. Various descriptions, geographical descriptions he gives. In the eastern direction la until the place where the sun rises up, adu varaikum po. You should search for Ravana and Sītā in all of those places. Even beyond those places, you should see beyond that you cannot proceed beyond a certain spot. And until then you go and then come back. If you are able to find her and return, you will live happily. Adhanala go and find out for me where Sītā is being kept by Ravana. In the eastern direction, he sends one. So he calls the next group. Next group யாரு அப்படின்னா ஹனுமான், நீலா, அங்கதா, ஜாம்பவான் அவள்லாம் இருக்கா. அது he calls that group, you are all going to go south. ஏன் சவுத் அப்படின்னா சவுத்ல தான் பெஸ்ட் குரூப்பா இருக்கு. நீலம் அக்னி சுதம் சைவ ஹனுமந்தம் ச வானரம் பிதாமக சுதம் சைவ ஜாம்பவந்தம் மகாபலம் சுஹோத்ரம் ச ஷரீரம் ச ஷரகுல்மம் ததைவ ச கஜம் கவாக்ஷம் கவயம் சுஷேன மிருஷபம் ததா மைந்தம் ச த்விவிதம் சைவ விஜயம் கந்தமாதனம் உல்காமுகமசங்கம் ச உதாசன சுதாவுபௌ அங்கத பிரமுகான் வீரான் வீர கபிகணேஸ்வரः வேக விக்ரம சம்பன்னான் சந்திதேஷ விசேஷவித். You got all of these monkeys, very major group with all the top leaders in this man. ஏன் அப்படின்னா because he was seen going south இல்லையா, அதனால southern direction தான் primary direction. Rest of it is just in case. South is the main direction ங்கிறதுனால the main heroes have been selected for the southern team. சொல்றாங்க அங்க போய் சொல்லி you search all of these places. அங்கே அவள் கோதாவரி, கிருஷ்ணவேணி, மகாநதி, வரதா, மகாபாகா இத்தனை ரிவர்ஸ் கிராஸ் பண்ணிட்டு போங்க. எங்கெல்லாம் தேடணும் அப்படின்னா தண்டகாரண்யம் ச பர்வத நதி கிருகாம், நதியும் கோதாவரியும் சைவ, இந்த இடங்கள்லாம் தேடின்னு போங்கோ. ததைவ ஆந்திரஸ்ச புண்ராஸ்ச சோழ பாண்டியா தம்ச கேரளான். Go and search in the entire southern direction. ஆந்திரா, அப்புறம் புண்ரா அப்படிங்கிற ஒரு அந்த காலத்து கிங்டம் போல் இருக்குது. சோழ, பாண்டிய, கேரளா, இந்த தேசங்கள் எல்லாம் சோழ பாண்டியாலாம் தமிழ்நாடு பக்கம். அப்போ ஆல் ஆஃப் தட் யூ காட் டு கோ அண்ட் சர்ச். அங்கே போயிட்டே இருக்கும்போது யூ வில் சி காவேரி. யூ வில் சி காவேரி. கிராஸ் த காவேரி ரிவர் அண்ட் கோ. அங்கே தான் அகஸ்திய பகவான் brought the காவேரி. அப்படியே போனெல்லாம் தாமிரபரணி நதி வரும். If you go even further deep south, you will find தாமிரபரணி நதி, the river தாமிரபரணி. அதையும் தாண்டி போங்க, பாண்டிய ராஜ்யம் வரும், மகேந்திர பர்வதம் வரும். You will see மகேந்திரகிரி. அது வரைக்கும் போங்க, go search all of that. In the midst of that, there you will find the ocean will come. And in the ocean, சிம்மிகான்னு ஒரு ராட்சசி இருக்கா. There is a ராட்சசி called Simika who lives there. She will capture people by their shadows and eat them up. அப்படி ஒரு ராட்சசி இருக்கா. அதனால be careful about all of those things. Search for Sītā in that direction in the south. அப்படின்னு he gives a description, various descriptions of the southern region. போயிட்டே இருந்தா யமலோக பரியந்தம் போகலாம், அதுக்கு மேல போக முடியாது. Beyond that you cannot go. சவுத்ல தான் யமலோகம் இருக்கு. Until then you can go. Beyond that you cannot go. Go until then and come back. And if whoever comes and tells me that they have found Sītā, I will give them as much luxury and power as I am enjoying as the king. I will give you, that's the reward for you. அதெல்லாம் போயிட்டு வாங்க எல்லாரும். இது southern direction. Next he goes to Tārayaha Pitaram Raja. Tāra's father, ஒரு monkey, Lakṣmaṇa அப்படின்னு monkey. அவர் கூப்பிடுறார், he calls him and he says, Sushena as the group leader, you all will go and search for Sītā in the western direction. அப்படின்னா அவளுக்கு descriptions are given how they should go to the western direction, all the way to the western ocean. What are the different things that they will come and encounter? All these things, the various mountains he describes for them, various oceans he describes for them. இத்தனையும் சொல்லி, you go in the western direction to go and see where Sītā is. அப்படின்னு all the way until where the sun touches the Astagiri வரைக்கும், where it goes and sets, அந்த வரைக்கும் you have to go and search Asta அப்படிங்கிற mountain, Astagiri. அப்படின்னு he sends them in one direction. Finally northern directionக்கு ஒரு group of monkeys-ஐயும் எடுத்து he tells them you must go north towards the Himalayas. அப்படின்னு சொல்லி again he tells them what are the different countries: Necha, Pulinda, Surasena, Prastara, Bharata, Madraka, Kuru, Kamboja, Yavana, Shaka, Rattaka, Vahalika, Rishika, Paurava, Tankana, China அப்படின்னா சைனா, பரம சீனா அப்படின்னா பியாண்ட் சீனா, மங்கோலியா இருக்குல்லையோ, பியாண்ட் சீனா, அந்த இடத்துக்கும் போய் பாருங்க அப்படின்னு he gives them all the descriptions of all of those. அந்த காலத்துல தெரியுது பார்த்தீங்களா சீனா அப்படின்னா, that means we have got some contact with all those places. Even go and search in all of those places அப்படின்னா all the way கைலாச பர்வதம் தாண்டி எல்லா இடத்துக்கும் போங்க. Kubera's kingdom will be there. அங்கேயும் பாருங்க. Go and search even there. Crauncha hill will be there. Find there also. அத்தனை இடத்துலையும் போய் go and search everywhere. We are going north, you will find a lot of rishis. நிறைய ரிஷிகள் இருக்காங்கலாம். Several rishis ashramas will be there. Don't go and behave in any which way. Be very polite and ask for information very politely as to the whereabouts of Sītā. And otherwise the monkeys will not tell you what they will do. இப்படியா when these four groups have been delineated, adequate information has been given to them. Project manager na எப்படி இருக்கணும்னு சொல்லிக்கோ. It is not enough to merely give work to your team. You must also tell them what are the difficulties that they will encounter, what are the solutions, possible solutions that they can apply in order to overcome the difficulties. இத்தனையும் சொன்னான்னா அவ்வளவு ஈஸியா வாழ்க்கை இல்லையா? All of those monkeys are going to find those landmarks as important clues for them. When Hanuman is going to cross the ocean, he will find Simika. அப்ப சொல்லுவார், இந்த சிம்மிகா தானே சுக்ரீவன் told me, okay, I am proceeding in the right direction. Milestones வேணும் இல்லையா? We need milestones on the map. Signposts. All of that Sugrīva is providing with great detail. In the end, finally, Sugrīva calls Hanuman to the front. Rama is sitting there. Sugrīva calls Hanuman to the front and says, "Hey Hanuman, I do not see another hero equal to you amongst all these monkeys. I do not know anybody else who is equal to you in brilliance. You alone will know how to find Sītā." And now we go ahead. Tvayeva Hanuman asti balam buddhi parakramah deshakalanuvrittischa nayascha nayavandita. Hanuman, in you alone rest strength, wisdom, prowess, the ability to act according to time, place and circumstances. You alone have complete knowledge of statecraft. You alone are capable of accomplishing this task. Sugrīva speaks about Hanuman in front of Rama, as though praising Hanuman. To give Rama the hint, this fellow will be able to, if anybody, I will be able to accomplish this fellow. Although I am sending so many monkeys, and Chuma show of force the real monkey will accomplish this task. To show that he speaks in this manner, Rama also listens to Sugrīva's vote of confidence towards Hanuman. And now he thinks, Sugrīva knows for sure that if Hanuman goes forth, then success is ensured. That is why he is favoring him. Tam samiksha mahateja vyavasayottaram harim kritartaiva samvrittaha prahashtendriyamanasaha. Rama feels very happy looking at Hanuman. He feels as though his task is accomplished. Adanale, he removes from his hand a ring that he is wearing. Tadautasya tataprita swanamangopashobitam anguliyam abhijnanam Ramaputriyaha parantapa Rajaputriyaha parantapa. Paramaprithya, with great delight in his heart, Rama removed the ring that he was wearing in his finger. How was the ring? Abdina Swanamankopashobitam. It has his name inscribed upon it. And the ring at Kudukuran, he says, "Hey Harisreshta, O distinguished monkey, if you show this ring to Sītā, she will receive you without any reservations. She will greet you without any hesitation because she will know that you have come from me. I can understand that your efforts, which are endowed with prowess, courage, alone will be able to accomplish success. Adanala, take this ring and give it to Sītā." அப்படின்னு he gives it. Sadadgrihyari sreshtasthapya murdhani kritanjalihi vanditva charano chaiva prasthita plavagottamaha. அப்படியே வாங்கிக்கிறார். Hanuman takes that ring. What does he do with it? அப்படின்னா he places it upon his head. Sthapya murdhani, he places it upon his head as a mark of respect. Krita anjalihi, he then joins his palms together in salutation. Vanditva charanau, he falls at Rama's feet to take his blessings. Abhi Rama Padathula, he bends down and touches Rama's feet, and looking at Hanuman sitting there, squatting there in front, at his feet, Rama says to him, "Ati bala balamashritastvaham Harivara vikrama vikramayranalpaihi pavana sutayata bigamyate sa janaka suta Hanuman tata kurushva." Hey Atibala, Atibala அப்படின்னு சொல்றார். Oh mighty one, most valorous. Balana, strong one. Atibala அப்படின்னா extraordinarily strong. Atibala, Harivikrama, Harivara vikrama, oh mightiest, valiant among the vanaras. Pavana sutta, oh son of the wind. Hanuman, oh Hanuman, I am depending upon your strength only. Tava balama ashritaha. I am entirely banking upon your strength, on your valor. Do everything that is necessary to find Sītā. Do in such a way to find Sītā. He tells Hanuman specifically and specially. Although all the other monkeys are also going, Rama is not giving them each a sign, signet alone. Only to Hanuman this ring is given. Let all the other monkeys go, but even Rama knows Hanuman alone will find Sītā. Adanale he gives the ring to Hanuman and says, "You take this and give it to Sītā, find about her whereabouts from." I am depending only upon you. All the troops are ready. Go! Sugrīvan. Before they all left, Sugrīva gave them one last instruction. He said, I am giving you 1 month's time, exactly 1 month's time to conduct the search and come back and report to me. If you do not come back within a month's time, then don't think you can forget about coming back, because if you come back, you can obediently die. If you don't come back, I will chase you to the ends of the earth and give you such a horrific death that you would have preferred to have come back and died. அப்படி ஒரு பைரவ சாசனம் தெரியும். குரங்குக்கெல்லாம் ராஜாவா இருக்கணும்னு சும்மா சொல்ல முடியுமா? இல்லையா? நம்ம கண்ட்ரிலே எடுத்து பாருங்க. Take our own country. Prime Minister Scott Morrison keeps on saying something. All the state premiers say whatever they want to say. Border open பண்ணாங்கட்டி we will not open any border. அது சொல்லுங்க. மனுஷால ராஜ்யம் பண்றதே எவ்வளவு கஷ்டம். குரங்குகள ராஜ்யம் பண்ணணும்னு இந்த பைரவ சாசனம் இருக்க வேண்டாம் அப்படின்னா. Ruling over people itself is so hard, then imagine ruling over monkeys. Is it easy? அதனால Sugrīva knows how to rule with an iron fist தான் ruling along. Jonna, you better come back in a month. Don't think you can escape, because that will be even worse than coming back. அதனால all of you can leave now அப்படின்னா உடனே எல்லாம் கிளம்பிட்டு பெரிய சத்தம் ஊர் சத்தம் எல்லாம் கிளம்பிட்டு. சதவாலிங்கிறவன் he went north, வினதாங்கிறவன் went east, அங்கதா ஹனுமான் etc went south, சுஷேனா went west. இப்படியா எத்தனை பேர் அம்சம் அபாடான்னு உட்காந்துறான் சுக்ரீவன். Having sent everybody, all of them went galloping, screaming, screeching, making all kinds of noises. They went எல்லாம் என்ன கத்தின்னு போறதுங்களா? All of them are shaking. We will kill Ravana and get back Sītā. ஒரு குரங்கு கத்தின்னு போறோம். அகம் ஏகோ ஹனிஷ்யாமி ராவணம் பிராப்தமாவே, நான் ஒத்தன் தான் கொல்ல போறேன். I am the fellow who will kill Ravana. அப்படிங்கிறது வச்சு we will bring back Sītā. I alone will restore Sītā. ஒன்னு சொல்றது நான் தான்டா பண்ணுவேன் அப்படிங்கிறது. ஈஸ்ட் போறது பட் இஸ் கோயிங் ஈஸ்ட். I am the one who will find Ravana and kill him and get Sītā. வெஸ்ட் சொல்றது I am the one who will find Ravana and kill Ravana, find Sītā. ஆடுகால் சொல்லி கிளம்புறது. இதெல்லாம் போன உடனே ராமர் ஒரே சந்தோஷம், குஷி, ஒரே எந்தூசியாஸ்டிக்கா போறதுக்குள்ள ஏதோ வேற வேலை விட்டுருக்கானே அடுப்பாரு. நான் பாடி எங்கேயோ உட்காந்து பழஞ்சான். I was sitting on some tree eating fruits. This Sugrīva fellow, he calls us, sends us on work, and then tells us better come back in 1 month. Otherwise, fate worse than death is awaiting you. என்னதுக்கு அப்படின்னு none of the monkeys are grumbling or muttering. They are all jumping with eager delight and going. பார்த்தா Rama is very happy. அப்படின்னா போகணும். This is how people should work, இல்லையா அப்படின்னு Rama is very happy. Finally, all the monkeys have gone. Peace and quiet. Comes back to Prashravanagiri. Rama got a curiosity. Rama looks at Sugrīva and asks him, Hendapa, Sugrīva, how do you know so much geography? Where did you study so much geography? Ella, you gave so much instruction to all the different monkeys going in different directions, what to do, how to do. Anna, உனக்கு எப்படி இவ்வளவு தெரியும்? How do you know so much? உடனே சொன்னான் Sugrīva says, அதுவா பெரிய கதை. Big story, long story, I will tell you. You know how when Gundubi came and challenged her. No, Vali, Gundubi, Mayavi came and challenged her. Ponan liya, Anna, my brother went liya. Remember how I put him into the cave? Remember how he came back after 1 year and thrashed the living daylights out of me? Adukapparama what happened? Whenever he was bored, he will come and start beating me up. If he was just feeling bored for some time, he will come and beat me. Bored, I want some exercise. அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அங்கே வந்து எனக்கு கொண்டு வந்து. So I kept running. ஓடினேன் உலகின் எல்லைக்கே ஓடினேன் அப்படின்னு ஓடினே போயிட்டு இருந்தேன். I kept running everywhere. And while running, I saw various forests, various rivers, various oceans. எல்லாம் பார்த்துட்டே போனேன். எப்படி பார்த்தேன்னா, I have seen the entire earth as though விஸ்வம் தர்ப்பண தர்ஷமான நகரே அப்படின்னு சொல்றான். ஆதர்ஷதல சங்காஷா ததோ வை பிருத்திவீமயா அப்படின்னு என்ன அர்த்தம்னா, like the reflection in a mirror, I have seen this entire earth. எல்லாம் பார்த்துருக்கேன். I have seen everything. I have gone around this earth so many times. I have gone in the eastern direction, I have seen many trees, lakes, rivers, beautiful mountains, all the things that I described, எல்லாம் பார்த்துருக்கேன். அப்புறம் இந்த பக்கம் ஓடினேன், சவுத்தில் ஓடினேன், நார்த்தில் ஓடினேன், வெஸ்ட்டில் ஓடினேன். I have gone in all the directions in this manner. I have seen everything that has to be seen. இமவான் மேரு அத்தனையும் பார்த்துட்டு கடைசியில் ஆஃப்டர் சீயிங் எல்லாம் இவ்வளோ தூரம் பார்த்துட்டு அப்படி இப்படி பார்த்துட்டு கடைசியில் where did I find refuge அப்படின்னா கிஷ்கிந்தாலேருந்து தூடுது அப்படி தூரம். நெக்ஸ்ட் சபர்ப் ஃப்ரம் கிஷ்கிந்தா மதங்கவனம் விஷமுக பர்வதம். ஃபைனலி தட் இஸ் தி ஒன்லி பிளேஸ் வேர் ஐ வாஸ் சேஃப். அப்படி இப்படி பார்த்தா ஆர்லிஸ்கே வந்துட்டேன்னு சொல்லுவா இல்லையா, அந்த மாதிரி ஒரு ஆட் வந்தது. There was an ad in Tamil Nadu. It said that this person, in India we have so many these drinks, the milk potash drinks are, Boost, Maltova, Complan, Viva, Ovaltine, Horlicks. This fellow tried everything and finally came back to Horlicks, it seems. And I went everywhere, all around the world. I went, Kadashila, where is the best safe place? Mata Pakatam. Vishamaka Parvatam, which is just next suburb, 5 kilometer radius from Kishkinda. Finally, I settled down there. This is how I know everything. In this manner, he narrated all the monkeys went away. Kadashila, 1 month passed away quickly. When 1 month passed away, what happened? All monkeys came back disappointed. Vinatangaravan, he came back saying, no Sītā. Shatabalinkaravan, no Sītā. Sushena came back from west, no Sītā. No Sītā. One group alone has to come back. That group, there is no Naam or Nishan tak nahi. We do not know what happened to that group. Which is that group? The group that went south, headed by Angada, filled with troops comprising of such extraordinary, valorous heroes such as Nala, Neela, Jambavan, Hanuman, etc. They've gone south. Anime, we are going to also follow them as they march south from tomorrow onwards. Janaki Kanta Smaranam Anjaneya Swami Ki. Shri